Diaz looks a little cold, maybe. First question for both you guys: when you can't afford respect to turn to awe, right? Diaz is fighting a legend. How do you put that behind you right away?
I don't think Diaz is the type to be very awed by anybody, quite honestly, Nick. I think he's a tough kid, and I don't think he's worried about Morales except that he wants to beat him.
What do you think, Gennaro?
I think the same way as you, Wally. I think he should go in there and force the issue, make Morales fight a fight that he doesn't want to.
And he's trying to do it now. He wants to get inside. It's apparent. He's the southpaw. He's got to make him fight 3 minutes every round. Morales would like to keep this fight at arm's length, wouldn't he?
Absolutely, but let's not forget this, Nick. You know, David Diaz toiled for 10 years, pretty much in obscurity in boxing. A lot of it was of his own making, as he told me yesterday. You know, he did a lot of the wrong things. Now he's a world champion. I don't think he's coming in here to freeze up. He wants to be what Erik Morales has already been.
Oh, of course he does, but it may perhaps be a little understandable. So much at stake, fighting at home. It would only be natural that he might be less than completely loose here early, but he's certainly proving me wrong. He's banging away, being aggressive the way he's got to be. Smart aggression, too.
And I think he's doing the right thing. Work the body of Morales, because you know what? Morales has actually been hurt to the body by several fighters that I've seen.
Yeah, very elusive aggression here by Diaz. Smart. Not just walking straight in. He wants to get in his chest and take away any punching room. And as Wally and Gennaro both mentioned, force him to fight every second.
You know something that we overheard, Wally and I, was that he actually had trouble. He was like 7 pounds over Morales was on Tuesday, so obviously he had to go and lose all that weight.
Yeah,
not a good thing.
It's something to watch. I mean, you know, in terms of stamina, and you know, how far can Erik Morales really go here at top speed? I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and you know, David is doing an excellent job working up the body and working upstairs as well.
Well, Morales finally fighting back. He hadn't done much in the first couple of minutes of this fight. You know, he's the kind of guy, when he'd get into these wars, he got hit with a sweeping right hand. Morales looks like he's got to hang on right now. But Morales kind of guy that would jump on you quick with a counter when he got stung. He hasn't done that so far.
You know, he's actually fighting a southpaw, a little shorter than him, so he's making... Whoa! He got hit with a hand.
Blocked by a left. And here comes Diaz.
What a shot by Morales.
Counter by Morales.
Imagine that.
And you look at David Diaz, he's got a whip.
This is really one of the most fascinating first rounds we've seen in boxing. Wow. And Wally, how do you score the round?
10-9, Morales.
Is that amazing?
No, not hurt at all, right? Listen to me. Like we said, when he's hurt, he fires back with a good right? So when you're trying to finish him off, you got to keep it tight and keep your gloves at your chin, all right? Now just pace yourself there. Go ahead.
Préndelo también abajo, combina no nada más con los cines arriba, ¿ok?
You gotta hit him downstairs too, okay?
Su objetivo es abajo.
You gotta go down, okay? Just gotta measure him and go down to the body.
All right, Diaz first, and then Morales. I mean, this is the kind of stuff Erik Morales has done throughout his career. When you're ready to say, that's it for him, he comes right back, and you'll see David Diaz run into the knockdown punch. Trust me, you will.
There it is.
Boom. But it's exactly what we were saying, the fact that that's the Morales you knew. When he would get flurried, when he would get hit, he would come back and jump. And that's what Diaz has to be careful.
And in the corner of Diaz, they actually made a very good point that when Morales gets hit and he gets hurt, he comes right away with a straight right.
Exactly what I said.
Right. Very good.
And that's what he did. Jim Strickland warning him that Diaz has to keep punching, even punching on the way out.
You know, and that might be a sign that Diaz is a little bit overly excited about fighting in his hometown.
Excited, right.
He knew what was going to happen, but he got so excited by what he had done that he ran in there trying to finish the fight off.
Wally, you're right. A big distinction. Excited, not awed, not that he wasn't loose. He was just wound a little tight.
Trying very hard to impress the hometown crowd. Perfectly understandable.
That's a slip. That's a slip as the referee picked it up. He tripped. And they both acknowledge it as such.
You know, and southpaws and right-hand fighters are always going to have a contradiction of footing of who wants to be inside and what wants to be the outside.
Terrific fight so far.
Kind of like when you eat next to a lefty. Right?
Yeah,
You sit your elbows.
right.
Oh, Diaz shortening up nicely now.
But he needs to pick up his hands. He's dropping those hands, and Morales is very dangerous when he's in close. That's how he got dropped. So Diaz had to learn that he needs to pick up those hands. Right there.
Wow. Here comes Morales, popping back as he's content to slug with the champion.
Well, Diaz, you know, does not have the reputation of being a great puncher, even though he landed a great punch to beat Santa Cruz.
Right. But Diaz right now abandoning his jab. He's going in with big shots. Nice body work. He's a committed body puncher. You know, I did his only loss, and he got dropped early and a little unglued in that fight against Kendall Holmes.
Okay. And he said he learned a lot from Kendall Holmes. He said he had learned how to be patient.
Yes, he did.
But right now, he's not showing patience.
He's all over Erik Morales. Benjiastev breaks them. Spirited second round again. Non-stop action. Morales dangerous, as you guys talked about. He could counter the aggression beautifully.
He has been connecting a pretty good right uppercut. That's something that David Diaz has to be careful with. I think Diaz needs to throw that straight left to the stomach and not straight to the head. Because he has that opening right there in the middle. Down the middle to the stomach.
But should Diaz stay inside once he's there?
I think he should land his punches and sidestep. Don't stay in front of Morales, but he's dangerous.
Right.
You got to sidestep away from him.
And just got to outwork him here as we close out a beautiful second round.
Gotta hit him. Gotta hit him.
Aguantando mucho, mijo. No
Go to the
aguantes
body.
tanto.
Don't wait so long. Don't let him push you either.
Tira sabanazos.
Okay?
Pero los sabanazos y otra vez a lo que quedamos.
You have to keep on throwing.
Por favor, métele más velocidad.
You coming straight to him, man. Just go in slow, okay? You got to slip aside and use face when he reacts to any kind of fight. So face, mouthpiece, baby.
When you're close, try to push him back. Push him back.
It's going to